Every stop.
Hello and welcome to yet another podcast. Oh my God, one day I'm going to get these right in the first take. I really am. That's my life goal now, to do one take where I get all the words in the right order. Welcome to You're the Best Bro, the podcast that is still going after 7 episodes, and this is number 8.
So we say the numbers.
We are this time because I'm surprised we're still here.
Fair enough. It's a pat on the back. It's a celebration.
It's a celebration, especially after the ruckus. And I'm going to call it that, Darren. It is a ruckus. The ruckus that we recorded at the grounds of every school in every area that had heard Scummy Mummies.
It's been... I've felt the effects of it. I've had looks at the playground. No one's approached me directly. They have approached Naomi. Someone kind of laughed at it, confident that they weren't who was being spoken about.
Well, this is the thing. This is one of those things. Let's take a backtrack. Anyone who is just listening in now, a couple of weeks ago, Darren and I were speaking about the school run and going to pick up the kids. And I stopped Darren and said, every school in every area, doesn't matter what kind of, or doesn't matter where you are, in every school there will be a set of scummy mummies. Then we said, if you don't think your school has that set of scummy mummies, then you're the one we're talking about.
And just different angles of approaches that came. Most people knew exactly what we were talking about.
The majority of people found it hilarious.
Yeah.
And reading the comments, go and see the video. It did really well.
Yeah.
The video did really well. So we will like to thank everyone who has now followed, because when we put the video up, we were really excited to have our first 200 followers. And now we're approaching 1,000 followers. The downloads have been going. So to everyone who did find it funny and hilarious, thank you for watching and listening. To all of you that didn't, thank you for the comments, because you sent the algorithm into haywire. My favourites were the scummy mummies that were like, yeah, we're scummy mummies, and completely owned it. There were so many terms, because someone put scrummy mummies as well.
Yeah.
And this is how rugby my brain was. When they said scrummy mummies, I thought mums that play rugby.
Ah, see, yeah, that's where your brain went. I went for attractive mums.
Attractive mums.
I really like the scummy mummies who owned being scummy mummies. I was in Tesco literally yesterday and I heard some high-class scummy mummy behaviour, which I respected. I was on her side.
Right.
It was, and what's so funny about it is the son's name would imply not scummy mummy.
Was it one of those really dumb names that isn't? It does. All right. First of all,
yeah.
When I say dumb name, because all names are dumb if you really think about it. They're just sounds. All you're doing is, I'm going to make this sound and you're going to answer. But just some names do sound pretentious, don't they?
Yeah, and this is a common name. You'd hear it.
Was it like wheat or something?
No,
like that?
Not that common.
We need a term for them as well, because when I do see parents that call their kids, we're gonna trigger some people in this, because there will be people sat there going, that is my child's name.
They'll be looking at the beautiful child called Apple. Oh, well, I think Apple's a wonderful name.
It's not. And who are we to judge? There's what makes me laugh. So being Nigerian, names take on a different meaning for us.
Sure.
So we like to, there's 2 ways to name your child if you're Nigerian. You drop a Bible and wherever it lands, you just match the kid to the name. Everyone in my family, actually, we've all got biblical names first. Yeah. It's Emmanuel, it's Joseph, Michael,
Jesus.
No, we didn't go Jesus. No. I mean, Emmanuel's like one step down from there, isn't it?
Was it because El's God in Hebrew? So what's Emmanuel?
Emmanuel's God is with us. Emmanuel means God is with us. So you're welcome. But we've all got those names. The other way is to give it a name that's got meaning. So hope, glory. You'll always see West Africans with these, especially the women. You'll see them with these names: hope, glory, Destiny.
See, those names are cool because those workers' names. I like the ones where it is just like aspirational names. But I always think they're all names across the globe. Like someone will go to India, they'll travel to India, they'll hear a word, but that word sounds amazing. What does it mean? So when they hear, it sounds great. When they go to India, people are like, why have you named your child that? That is the name of our train service. But the story I was saying was I was in Tesco and the name was Oscar. So Oscar to me Oscar's like a white middle class name, but mum was scumming. She was shouting at the top of her voice in Tesco. But it was totally fair what she was shouting at the kids. Oscar was trying to grab cakes and she was like, put that down. And she did the thing where she's shout whispering at first.
Yeah.
She's like, put it down. And I could hear this from another aisle. And then he was going, no, I'm just going to do this. As being, I was like, oh, typical Oscar. She's going to be like, oh, Oscar, please behave. Like, stop it, Oscar. Like, I thought she's going to be like that. And she went, listen, Oscar, put that down. I swear to God, if you do not put that down. And she just lost it. And you could hear, his body freeze from another aisle. I can tell he was just startled. But I was like, do you know what? Sometimes kids need that.
I'm not down for gentle parenting. Me and society are very much on different teams for this. I'm not down for gentle parent. When I see parents trying to gentle parent, I want to scream at them.
Yeah.
I want to have a go at their kid. Do you remember when you were young? I say when you were young. This is a cultural thing because I've only heard... I'm trying to find a nice way of saying white people. Do you remember back in the day you'd hear parents go, if you don't do this, the man is going to come and get you?
Wow.
Yeah. Did you ever hear that? Or was that just me? Did you not hear that?
Which man?
Parents would just say that. I'd hear them in the shops. Oh, that man's going to tell you off if you...
Oh, yeah, see that, yes. That,
Why, what did I say?
I thought you just meant just a random, like he is like a boogeyman.
A man's going to... Well, there was the boogeyman as well.
But he's like a paedophile for discipline. that's
Wow. That's one of those words separately as one thing, but together. Wow.
Yeah, I was thought it was just like, if you don't behave yourself, the man is coming.
The man will come and tell you off.
Yeah.
Now I want to be that man because I'll see these kids messing about and I see the parents trying to gentle parent.
Yeah.
And I just want to scream in your face.
And there's two types of gentle parents in public. There's the ones who don't want to lose their shit in public.
Yeah.
They're cool with me. So you can almost tell in the voice, like, listen, put it down. Put it down. And they kind of have this look in their eye to be like, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Like, you know you're doing this because we're out here in public, but carry on. Just carry on. Please, carry on. I'll love to deal with this once you're in the car. Always carry on. And you can see in the kid's face, they're going, I might just carry on and enjoy this while it lasts, or I might just stop now.
Yeah.
And then you got the other ones where it's like, come on, let go of the curtain.
I know you're having these big feelings.
I know you like fire.
Yeah, not for me, those ones. Not for me at all.
And it's those ones where I was like, please, control your kid. Your kid is doing a madness right now.
Yeah.
Control them.
Going back to the school gates.
Yeah.
So the scummy mummies.
They're never gentle parents.
They're never gentle parents because I think some of the stories in there, some of the stories in the comments is what I was thinking scummy mummy would be.
Yeah.
So one guy put in the comments that there was a group of parents that got kicked out of sports day for smoking weed at sports day. I mean, who does that?
See, and those people, they don't do gentle parent. They don't do any parenting.
No. It's not. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I think that's that was the echelon of people that I think of when I think of scummy mummy.
Mm-hmm.
But then someone raised a really good point. What do we call the dads? I've thought it, but I've never given it a name because they are the dads, and we know the dads that we're talking about. The dads.
Yeah, and I guess what it is, I think because with the scummy mummies, I've seen them grouped together whereas the dads, they're just individual solo agents of scumminess.
We've got to go through. There's so many different parenting groups outside school, and it is like the kids that you have at school. Oh, yeah. The parents sit in the similar groups that the kids do.
Yeah, you got the snobs, the ones.
Oh, you've got the snobs
who just think their kids amazing and they think they run the school.
Those kids are always called Belarus, or it's something like that. It's just they give them. Do you know what I mean? It's those names.
These ghetto posh names.
I have heard some scummy mummy names, and I will. Those I'm going to out because they are bad. They are some of the worst. Even as a comedian, I thought, no, you've taken this too far. I'm trying to think of the other posh names.
I can't think of any off my head.
When it comes to names that have got meanings as well.
Yeah.
Oh, this is horrible. I remember seeing, and lucky enough, this wasn't at the school. And I'm saying that so no one else goes looking around that school to try and find this kid. This was just at a soft place somewhere.
Somewhere.
Kids are playing.
There's no geographical location for this, so this isn't about you. If you happen to have the same name.
If the person who this is about hears this, I don't give a fuck because I'll probably never see you. And I'm hoping since then there have been some changes. But once again, I know what I'm about to say is horrid. But when it comes to when it comes to names that have a meaning, you are taking a gamble with that child's name.
Oh, so it's in like the prophecy trying to fulfill this.
Yes. So I'm at soft play. Kids are playing. Kids gravitate, make friends, even when you don't want them to. Now, this is another friend. Friends come over, and they're now with the parent. All proud of myself. This is Noah. And then the other parent, hi, this is Belle. And I thought, no, she's not. She's not Belle, is she? She is not Belle.
What if it's a double barrel name and the first part was Terry?
The way she said Belle with such confidence. This is another thing with parents because we're blinded by stupid love.
Oh, definitely. I think some parents can see through it as well. They can see through their own blindness at times. So it could be like, my kid is doing something stupid, or my kid looks ridiculous right now.
I try and be as honest as I can be, and I will tell them when they're older. I've started to let it slip now, but my kids are gorgeous kids. Yep. However, it's only been in the last few years that they have learned to take a decent school photo. I'm only proud of them for the last couple of years, the pictures that are now up in my house, because the ones before, I keep them so I can show them when they're older. I was like, look, my little girl, do you remember in Minions when they turn purple?
Right.
She looked like that. I've got a picture of her looking like that, and I've saved it because she's lovely now, but at one point, she was a dribbly little gargoyle is what she was.
See, fortunately for me, Zadie at 4, just before her 4th birthday, she learned how to get a fake smile for a photo. So before, like now, a school photo, she's managed to go, right, here's a photo about to be taken. She can just do that. She knows how to do it. She's even got like a little head tilt she does now. But it's like, oh, wonderful. But up until before then, this girl just looked like she was like constipated.
Yeah, they all look like that.
Yeah, it's like, take a photo, smile. Don't smile. Just be natural. Just do what you do.
You got to try and catch them off guard. When they're really young, you've got to get them off guard where they're not looking at you to get a decent picture.
Yeah, it's because she's got a lovely smile where she's just doing her thing and being happy. And as soon as you used to stop her, take a photo.
Do you reckon that's what our parents did? Because we had obviously much less photos because they didn't have camera phones. But what I'm thinking now is they got them photos developed, looked to them and went, absolutely not, and threw them away.
Yeah, I've made you. Why don't I have any photos of me, Mum? I just didn't have the money for a camera back then. Just like, nope, there's just a bin full of discarded photos.
A bin from horrid memories of what you guys used to be. The dads. What do we call the dads? Because you're right, this is the thing. They don't huddle.
No.
And I think it's because we don't make dad friends. I don't want dad friends.
No, it's harder criteria to make dad friends.
I had two.
Mm.
While my kids were at primary school, I had two, and they were my neighbours.
Right.
Our kids went to the same primary school, and I'm not going to lie, we were the self-appointed cool dads. No one else called us that. It was literally just us. In fact, no, sorry, there was 1, 2, 3. 3 of them. But that was it. And I thought, I'm not making any other dad friends.
Mm.
So I don't know any other group. What would you call a group of scummy dads?
Scabby daddies.
Scabby daddies.
It's not quite as a clean rhyme.
Yeah, phonetically, scabby daddies.
Because scabby mummies just be anything to do with attitude.
Yeah.
Scabby daddy seems to be more about cleanliness.
Yeah. I would go scabby daddies. There's all that I would have thought the day drinking dads. Because there has to be something. We need balance, don't we?
Yeah.
Because there are all... The thing is, a lot of the, I say, scummy mummies, you've also got the misjudged ones who are just tired because of how hard they work.
Oh, yeah.
And then, right, so we've put it into ChatGPT to ask us, what is an equivalent term for men in regard to scummy mummies? This is what I like about ChatGPT. I've given it no context, and it's come back with good question. It depends a bit on tone and context. Are you looking for funny, insulting, or light-hearted? So it's given us different groups. The first, playful, grubby daddies. Then there's dodgy dads.
Well, dodgy dads like dodgy dads.
Dodgy dads is a contender.
That's pretty good.
Scruffy daddies, I don't think should be in there. The messy men, which sounds like the worst children's cartoon ever. Filthy fathers.
Filthy fathers is... that sounds like a great podcast.
I'm not changing the name of this one again. You've also got slummy daddies. No. How about this then? Shabby dads.
Yeah,
the shabby dads.
Shabby daddies.
The shabby dads. Shabby dads sounds like a bad surname. I think it needs to have something as bad as scum in it.
Oh, we're doing like for scum. Then it can't be. No, it's not laddie daddies. Or maybe because we're locked in on dads. What are words for dads?
Fathers.
Crappy pappies.
Crappy pappies.
Maybe why don't some of the listeners put in some suggestions as well?
Yeah, we're going to revisit this. We need a term as well.
Yeah. And just to say, shout out the scummy mummies, every definition of scummy mummy, whether you are a scummy mummy screaming at your kid in the playground and you're smoking weed on sports day.
Who does that? That's mad. To go there and think that it's going to be okay to do that.
I found that that's the problem with weed as a drug. A lot of people who smoke weed don't seem to understand it's a drug, so they just will smoke weed wherever.
I'm drawing a real blank. I thought we'd come up with something.
What with the dads?
Yeah. I mean, scummy daddies, I probably would go with deadbeat dads.
Deadbeat dads. Yeah. But are they a deadbeat if they're on the playground?
You need to stop judging people, Darren. They could be deadbeats if they want.
Is there true deadbeats? They're at the school where it's like, your kid doesn't go here anymore.
Oh, I wanted to feel bad. There were some comments.
Yeah.
In fact, all of them, I like people tagging each other with them because it is something that we all see. There's loads of stuff you see at the school ground.
Yeah.
I mean, I've stopped trying to talk now. Just take the kids there, leave.
Right.
Or saying it. The word scummy mummy. It's one of those terms. It's only when you break it down you hear the severity of what you're saying. Yeah,
because until you break it down, it's just two words that rhyme.
Yeah.
And there's even people took actual offence to it. Because it's like, I'm not actually really thinking. Well, I was thinking of someone when I said it. I'm lying. I was about to lie. So I wasn't thinking.
There's someone we all think of. We saw it in the comments. As soon as you say it, as bad as it might be, people were tagging each other in the comments. And some of them owned it. Some of them were like, no, you are. There are times that I've definitely been, I mean, we've all been scummy mummies, haven't we? Like going on the school run. How many times have you gone on the school run where you've got up late, you've not brushed your teeth or something like that, and you've just turned up and I'm like, I'm in my pajamas right now. I just make it look like I'm not.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's been times where I work from home on a Monday.
Yeah.
I don't really dress up
Yeah.
for that school run. People, if they see me Wednesday compared to Monday,
Yeah.
they'll be like two different guys. Because Monday, I'm leaving my house to take her to school.
Yeah.
I'm going back to my house. And so there's no effort happening.
And it's easier for us.
Yeah.
Like, we can put a hat on.
Mm-hmm.
If I haven't shaved, so I used to shave my head bald because it looked tough. Now I do it out of necessity. But if I don't shave my head, I don't have a hairline, Darren. I have a coastline. That's what it does. If there's no lining this up. I have an eroding coastline that resembles what should have been a hairline.
You've got longshore drift on your head.
I've got meanders on my forehead. So if I don't shave regularly, there's days where it's patchy isn't even the word to describe it. So the hat goes on. But I can do that. A lot of mums, it's not as easy for that. And especially they haven't got time to get them, because they're getting the kids ready as well. Because of all the things that they have to do, we will have to do the same things, but it's then easier for us to do the things for ourselves.
Yeah, 100%.
But then there are some people that do not help the cause. And you have this with every stereotype, there will be the minority that enforce it.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to tell you a true story about a family at a school where a friend of mine is the teacher. We've got a family of children in our school. The eldest one is called Rolex. Yeah, that is the exact look. I think that's the look the registrar would have given when you went to say, this is the name I'd like on the birth certificate.
So now I'm trying to guess, before you give any other names, how many kids are there?
There are 3 kids.
So now I'm thinking, are all these kids' names going to be watch brands? Are they going to be just high fashion brands? Or are they just going to end up rhyming with Rolex with just...
You are strangely on the right track. Rolex is the eldest one. But before we move on...
Is Rolex a boy?
I didn't ask because I didn't get to that point in the questioning because I was so shocked with what was going on. But Rolex is the eldest one. And before we move on to the middle child, it's worth noting that Rolex, in this instance, is spelt with 2 X's.
Why?
No, X.
But why would you put...
Why would you put 2 X's?
To make it classy.
I don't know, but let's fast forward now. This kid has got to grow up and fill out application forms or sit down and give information. And they're going to say name, and that kid is going to go Rolex. And the person's going to write it down with 1 X. And that kid is going to have to correct them.
Yeah, they're like, Rolex, what, like the watch? Yeah, but with 2 X's. I want to know where the name Rolex comes from. Because like Mercedes.
Yeah.
That's the daughter of the person who made the car company, isn't it?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's his daughter's. They named it after his daughter.
He named his daughter was a stripper.
Rolex name.
So Rolex with 2 X's is the first child. The middle child,
Cartier.
No,
because that's too much of a name.
That's too much of a nice name.
Yeah.
The middle child is
Omega.
Worse. It's not even a time brand. We're switching genres here.
What brands? What? I want to guess.
Not a brand. Named after someone. Tupac's.
You mean Tupac's?
Tupac's.
You mean Tupac's? You're saying there's an S.
I'm saying Tupac's. You might be thinking Tupac.
Why you say?
So you say Tupac. Most people over in the UK will say Tupac. Yeah. Most people in the States will say Tupac.
But you'll say Tupac's.
I'm saying Tupac's. You might be thinking, oh, you're saying it like it's a plural. And I know I'm saying it like it's a plural. However, the reason I'm saying it like that is because Tupac's, it's spelt with 2 X's. Tupac's.
As in what? T-U...
T-U-P...
Yep.
A...
X-X.
X-X. Tupac's. You're probably thinking it can't get any worse for the third kid.
So wait. So we've got Rolex, Tupac's.
We're going back to brands for the third one.
Tampax.
With 2 X's.
Is it?
No. But I like how that's not gonna, that wouldn't be past them. I mean, if you're gonna, I'm saying no, like that would be shocking.
Tampax for the nicest sounding name out of the three.
You call her little Tammy.
Oh my god. What haven't? We got Tampax, got Sanex. Is it a brand again?
It's a brand, but it's a sportier brand.
Sporting brand.
We've mixed it up this time. The third child,
Done.
Shanike.
They're not Nigerian. It's not Shinake.
No, that's what I thought. I was like, maybe that's Shinike. That would sound like it. It's not. It's Shanike. It's spelled SH''NIKE.
What's going on?
Shanike.
Why is there an apostrophe there?
You need it. Shanike. The names are Rolex with 2 X's, Tupac's also with 2 X's, and Shanike.
So I'm guessing that's 2 boys and a girl.
Who knows at this point?
In my head, well, I'll accept these names if they're not from anywhere in the Western world. You know, like it's one of those ones where we was talking about earlier, where their dad, he worked in London for 4 years,
Yeah.
and then he went back to wherever they're from, and he goes, I've seen this name. I think it's a beautiful name, and there were such exquisite watches.
Yeah.
So it's a very classy name. I'm naming you Rolex. And then where he's growing up is, it's a very expensive brand. Everyone's like, that's amazing. And then they come here, we're like, what, mate? What did you say your name is? I'm accepting that as the explanation. But if your parents are born here, and then you are born here, and they named you Rolex, you got to take it away.
Names are funny things, man. They really are hilarious because they don't mean anything.
No.
It's just a noise.
But they do mean something.
Yeah, it's what we think is normal.
Yeah.
There's names that I'll hear that be Yoruba names. I'll hear Nigerian names, and they sound completely normal to me because I understand what their meaning is, until I hear someone who's not Nigerian try to pronounce it and then maybe even smirk at it. And it always makes me think, do you reckon like in Japan, there's a podcast where they're going, there's a kid called Darran. I met this kid, his name was John.
Well, to that effect, I remember when I was at uni, there was my friend did like a year abroad in Finland. There's lots of international students there. So when they came, and those students came back to the UK for a year, and when they met me with my name, Darran does not exist in France as a name, and they said your name's just really horrible. I just laughed. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, you know, it's like you can't even really French it up. There's like yeah, they're like it's very hard. It's very difficult for us
because
to
they
say.
roll their R's.
Yeah, it says like it's da. I was just like, okay, that sounds disgusting. Like, yeah, it is. It's disgusting for us as well to say. It's like brilliant. But glad that's agreed. And they go, and then my mate's like, and his surname as well. That's tough.
Oh wow, they hated you.
Yeah, that was. They had no interest in saying my name. Whereas yours, they'd be like Emmanuel.
Oh, Emmanuel.
Yeah, Emmanuel.
That's the way they
Emmanuel Sungli.
I remember the first time I went to Paris to teach, and I was waiting outside the studio, and this beautiful French woman walked up. She said, "Excusez-moi, as-tu Emmanuel?" I was like, "Yes, yeah." Even if I wasn't, yes, I am whoever you need me to be.
Yeah,
it just sounds much nicer.
Yeah, it's just they can make any name sound nice except mine,
apart from yours. Oh, God.
I still haven't found where the name Rolex actually came from.
No, I mean I'm still trying to think of a term for. I'd like scummy mummies to. I would like us to get to a point in society where scummy mummies is a term used for all parents.
Yeah,
that's what I'd like to see. Until then.
It's a term for endearment. You got to reclaim it.
Nah, term for endearment. We didn't mean it nicely, did we? Let's be honest. No one ever does.
But I will say this though, and I have felt some remorse.
I felt zero remorse whatsoever.
Oh, see, that's not nice.
I know. I have felt absolutely no remorse, especially walking around the playground.
Yeah.
where everyone thinks it's someone else. Because when I said it, and the reason I don't feel any remorse is because the people that I was actually talking about aren't at the school anymore.
Ah, right.
So I don't care.
Yeah.
But everyone else will see it, because there's certain thoughts we've all had, loads of them. And I think when people try and fight them, I think just accept them and be honest about them. There's certain thoughts we've all had when you've gone to school, you've gone, I don't want my kid playing near that kid. You think that kid's a troublemaker. There's loads of stuff that you'll have. It's the same thing you'll have in life generally.
Yeah. When you go step to a train carriage, you quickly assess the carriage. You go, I'm going to take that seat.
Oh God, yeah.
I don't want to sit next to that.
The train carriage is kind of like another version of toilet chess, especially if it's like rush hour traffic and you're commuting, or any sort of train, late night trains. You go, oh, he looks drunk, I'm not going over there.
Yeah, because there's nothing worse when you're sat on like the last train out of London.
What, on a weekend home?
Yeah, like on like an overground train or a Friday. So people have come into London from outside of London. They live in the home counties. They've gone too hard on a day out in London. Now they're heading back.
Yeah.
And you just see someone kind of slumped there. It's like, I don't want to sit near them.
Oh.
You look around. It's like, nah, nothing. Let me just sit near them. And just as you relax, you just hear,
yeah.
And then just splatter on the floor. It's like, oh, I'm getting up. I'm getting up. I need to move. I need to move. I need to move.
They are the chunder boys, because there's a tactical chunder which you can only do up to the age of 24. I think we've all done it. We've all been that guy. We've all been that person, probably. Have you ever done a tactical chunder?
No, of course. I feel so bad. I was going to call it what I used to call it, a TC. That's how regular it was. We abbreviated.
We used to do it at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Just to make room for more alcohol.
We used to do a TC, and then I remember, maybe it was 25, I don't know. But I do remember the day it didn't work, and that was terrible.
And you realise you're done now?
I'm just like, I made myself throw up, and then I'm still trapped in this drunk body.
Yeah.
Except for now I've vomited. I just thought, I feel terrible.
No more alcohol's going in you now.
I can't re-enter that social situation out there. I think I have to go home.
That's the age that hangovers start. So you don't want to be sat next to them on the train. Yep. You've also got the you've got the white girl wasted, which I've always find is a hilarious term, because white girl wasted doesn't just apply to white girls. That applies to everyone.
Because when you said that, the last person I saw wasn't white, but they were white girl wasted.
Yeah.
They're in such a state on the train. This girl's in such a state that it's now become a tagline for when me and Naomi talk to the kids. So, because it was this girl, she was black, she had pink hair, and she was arguing with this guy, but flirting with this guy, and then they were like kissing, but then she was like, "Get off me," and screaming, and then it's all just this melee, just this absolute nonsense. She was storming up and down the carriage. Her bum was out, her top was like too low, as in not in the judgmental way where she was dressed, as in her top had fallen down and she was exposed too much.
Her tit was out.
Yeah, essentially, and she was just all over the place. And so now when we talk to the kids, it's like, listen, you've got to behave yourself, because if you don't behave yourself, you're going to just make all the wrong decisions and end up on the train with pink hair. And like, Sadie Liz was like, what? I was like, listen, you've heard it here.
You'll see it.
You'll see it.
It'll happen.
You'll end up on the train with pink hair.
That's the thing. There's all these collective, the collective noun for so many different types of people that we see. So no, I don't feel bad by saying scummy mummy.
See, what I found about myself is I felt bad because I felt like, but I've definitely felt looks on the playground of people. Because I feel like people have seen the clip. I know for a fact that someone, I think I said it earlier in the pod, there's someone who's confident it's not them, because it really isn't them, approached Naomi and said, "Oh, I saw Darren's clip on Instagram, very funny." I was like, "Well, yeah, because you know it's not you."
I think if you're upset by it, you feel it.
Yeah.
You do. you do feel it. But rest assured, there was no one in particular. It's just a passing comment of people that we all see. And yeah, comment, let us know what we should call the dads, because I'm still thinking either deadbeat dads or
scabby daddies.
I mean, if I was going to call them anything, and I think, let me give you the I'll give you the term.
Was it shabby dad?
So the scummy mummy equivalent that I'm thinking of, and I touched on it earlier on, is the kind of dad that would drop the kid off and head straight to the Wetherspoon. That's the kind of person I'm thinking of. Do you know what I mean? So is there something with spoons and dads that could go in there?
I think it won't be dads. I was thinking like pub and hub, like husband. Pubby hubby.
Pubby hubbies. Do you know what it is? I think it's the word scummy, isn't it? That's what's done it. I think if we were to change the word scummy, then people would have less of the problem with it. So maybe that's the thing we need to do.
Scummy is a terrible word.
Because you've got this. So, and I tell you why, is because the only two you've got, and this is why Scrummy Mummy threw me, because I've always called them Yummy Mummies.
Yummy Mummies, yeah.
So that's why I literally thought it was rugby, which I would have taken as a compliment. In this whole episode, the whole thing that I wanted to do was find an alternative name. I don't think we found it.
No.
This is once again another episode where we have achieved not the theme that we thought we were going to. And we are the deadbeat dads right now.
Set out with an objective and completely failed.
Deadbeat dads. Yes, we are. Thank you to all the new listeners, and keep listening, keep sharing, keep following.
And shout out to the Palaver Fathers.
Palaver, what the fuck was that? That was horrible.
That's
no. I'm gonna have to rethink this partnership.
That was very bad.
That was really bad.
That was really bad.